We got some big changes for some van dwellers, some adventures, and even some lessons. So stick around.
Just another manic Monday. Wish it was Sunday.
I'm BlindViews, and that's how Bandit and I see it.
Thank you, Deb. Thank you. How's everybody doing? It's a fresh new week, and Carolina Tony is taking us to one of my favorite places, and that is Savannah, Georgia.
76 tag weddings.
How is that? The wife and I stood in front of her.
On our right, like to draw your attention to everything that leads up to the front door is made of iron, not wood. And the second story right side of the home. We'll go around the square one more time.
Yeah, I could run. I don't want to.
Oh yeah, River Street. Very cool stuff. So go over and check out Carolina Tony and see some of the sights in Savannah. I love that place. The place is so awesome. Lots of historic stuff. I loved it there. Was at that fountain actually. Parking is a pain in the ass. You pay through the nose for parking. When the wife and I were there, we parked way out in some neighborhood. We just parked the car along the street like we were, lived there. And then we walked into all that stuff. Lots of walking, but hey, it saves a lot of money when you don't have to pay to park in there. But yeah, lots of cool places. Everything's set out in a grid. And the neighbors, everybody that lives around each little square, they actually take care of it. They plant the flowers and make sure everything's all nice and done and the lawn's taken care of, and there's statues in each little, it's just a cool place, really cool place. Lots of underground railroad stuff there in the churches. The place where Martin Luther King practices I Have a Dream speech. Lots of history there. I know some people in this day and age, they want to rip down all the statues and this and that, and the white man did this and that in this country, and this was, well, I'm telling you what, forget all that shit. It's an awesome place. It's very, very, very cool historical place, and Tony shows us a little bit, so be sure to go over and check out Carolina Tony for sure. All right, moving right along. We have Lady Bugout. That's right, Dee from Lady Bugout. She is making some big changes. She is ripping and tearing. She's taking everything, well, just about everything, out of her van, and she's rearranging some things.
Now, because I'm switching sides, this is where the cabinets used to be, and I am switching sides so that my chair that now I have over here that makes into a bed can be easily made out so that it doesn't have to be at an angle or anything like that.
So there you go, Lady Bugout D, ripping and a tearing and a ripping. But yeah, she's making everything a little bit more Lady Bugout friendly, I guess you could say. Yeah. So yeah, she's rearranged stuff, moving, because a while back, I did talk about it, but yeah, she went and had a guy professionally remove her seat, her passenger seat there in the front, because it had the airbags and all the bells and whistles and the ding ding dings if it's not hooked up and everything. So yeah, she had a guy who was struggling with it, but he knew what he was doing. He stuck with it, and he got it taken out professionally and got it done right. So anybody's thinking about doing that, I would advise you to do the same thing. It's not always good to just go ahead and rip and tear, because I'll tell you what, from being an ex-firefighter, I've seen guys get blown out of cars on the early days when all these airbags started becoming prevalent. Yeah, you get in there and cutting and tearing and moving stuff, and those airbags go off. They can really do some damage if you don't know what you're doing. But anywho, enough of that. Enough of the lecture for today. Dee has some big news as well. Dee is going to be on Gutted. Now, anybody that doesn't know what Gutted is a TV show where 3 teams compete to renovate a van, an RV, and a school bus over a 5-day period. And Lady Bugout is going to be on Gutted. Now, speaking of Gutted, Stephi Lee was on Gutted. See what I did there? Good little segue, isn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah. Well, Steffi is sprucing up her van. She's making like a little, all I can say is like a psychedelic hippie pad.
So I've got 2 options for the back door. I could put this tapestry up, but the only issue with that is if I put this tapestry, like say I had it hanging like this, you wouldn't be able to see the bottom half of the tapestry. And the bottom half is like the prettiest part. So I might just save that tapestry for something else. I also got these bead curtains.
Bead curtains.
Could potentially be cool back here. Ooh, I really like that actually. So I think
good old Steffi. Yeah, she's turning her van into a party palace, a hippie van. Pretty cool though, man. She's got neon lights and real neon light signs, like the signs. She's got stuff, all the little different LED lights and everything. And as you can see, she's putting up tapestries and bead curtains and all kinds of good stuff. So yeah, go over and check out Steffi Lee and her hippie van. She just bought a house, so I guess she can do whatever she wants to do with her van now, right? All right, speaking of vans and changing some things, Vancity Vanlife. Vancity Vanlife, that's right. He got something that not only Chrome has been waiting for, but anybody who watches him is glad that the damn thing has finally arrived. And yes, I am talking about the dash cluster. So hopefully no more ding, ding, ding bullshit, or at least we hope it works.
My RPMs look like they're working. Are the RPMs and the speed? Everything looks normal.
Woo! And listen, no ding, ding, ding.
Oh, this is awesome.
It is awesome. Look at that. Everything looks like it is in working order without the ding, ding. Oh, that damn ding, ding, dinging. Oh, man. Well, good for Chrome. He's waited a long time. He actually had to stay where he was for a little bit longer. One of the little downsides of when you're out there, you have to, plan your travels around if you're getting shit or not. You have to order stuff and then you have to wait for it to get there, and you can't just go off to wherever. You got to be where you say you're going to be to get delivered. So if there's any delays, I think it was delayed like 4 days or more, but yeah, so he had to kind of, settle in and settle down and stay where he was until he got his shit. So yeah, it finally came. Looks like it's working. So woohoo, woohoo, whoo. All right, Advantures Over 50. She went hang gliding.
Oh,
there she goes. Woof.
That was quick. Oh my goodness.
We're gonna go pretty quick today.
Pretty
And
cool.
then how do you land?
Just like we land on the water.
And then they just
And
come
then
pick us up?
And what, that ramp that we were on the back,
Yep.
that's on hydraulics. It drops down in the water and
Oh, wow.
scoops us up.
There you go. So go over and check out Tracy from Advantures Over 50 and check out her hang gliding experience. It looks like she was having some fun. It looks like she really enjoyed herself. So go over and check her out. All right. Now let's move along to Charlie Grace. Charlie takes a little trip and she shows us that, hey, you got your little furry friend, you got a pet. Well, you can go on a dog-friendly road trip.
So one of the things in van life is the ability to just stop and take a look at some of the things that you never get to take a chance and stop at. And finally, for once, I got to stop at this awesome park that I've heard so many things about with a great view of the St. Louis Arch. Look at that. That is awesome. So cool.
So there you go. Charlie Grace showing us the dog park, some dog friendly road trip travel in St. Louis. So be sure you go over and check out Charlie. She has all kinds of content. She does little shorts, real funny stuff, little one-liner zingers. She does her traveling stuff. So yeah, lots of stuff. She's not a one-trick pony. She does have another channel that is dedicated more to her furry friends. But yeah, go over and check out Charlie Grace. Okay, Grateful Glamper. I talk about these guys a lot. I like these guys. Good channel, good quality videos. I like the production value. And they're still in the Northeast. That's right. This family shows that even with a big rig, you can still venture from the West Coast and the flat desert. You don't have to hang out in the desert, and you can come over here and see what the Northeast has to offer. So yeah, up here it's a little bit different. It's a little bit rough, because again, roads are it's hilly and the roads are small and windy. But hey, they were just in Manhattan. They were in New York. So yeah. There's ways to do it. If you want to do it, all you got to do is find that spot close by and go over and check them out. They'll show you how to do it. But yeah, you can find that spot. You can take public transportation and zip around, and you can go walk around and do whatever you want. But yeah, now they're up in Boston. That's right. Up there the Boston way at Harvard Yard and park the car in the yard. But yeah, they're up there in Boston. They're having a good old time. But it's not all good news. They did learn a valuable lesson.
They told me when we checked in that there was a gate at the campground that would close at 10 o'clock. And if we were going to come back after 10 o'clock, that we would need a gate key. And so I'm like, no worries. I'm sure that we won't be out past 10 o'clock. Well,
whoopsie.
Yeah, we're out past 10 o'clock. And there's no way to get into the campground. So we had to park like half a mile. Sorry, I'm looking down. I'm trying to see where I'm going.
So basically, what they had to do, what happened was, they say, hey, you guys are leaving. Gate closes at 10, and you can't get back in without a key. Oh, we won't need one. We'll be back in plenty of time. And then you're out, you're doing your thing, you're sightseeing, you're having a good old time, you're stopping off to get something to eat. You see, hey, let's go over there. And the next thing you know, time gets away from you, and you don't get back in time. Now, what they had to do is they had to park far away, and where they weren't parked illegally or anything. And it was in a good, safe spot. And then they had to walk to back to the campground so they could get into their RV to sleep for the night. So I guess the lesson is when someone says you should get a key because the gate locks, I guess they're not messing around. You should get a key. But yeah, good channel. Good folks, nice little family, living it full time in their RV. And again, see, you can come up here to the Northeast. They got a big old pick 'em up truck, and they got a big old fifth wheel, and they drag that thing around. So if they can get up here and come and check out the Northeast, I'm sure anybody else can, especially guys in vans. Get on up this way. Lots of stuff to see, especially historic stuff, since, a lot of things, everybody came here and landed here, and they traveled wagons west, but yeah, everything kind of started here. So there's lots and lots of historic stuff, and that's why it's not very RV friendly, because once you get off the main highways, they're old, twisty, turny roads, but yeah, it's worth a see. It's worth a look-see. So go over and check out Grateful Glamper and watch their little excursion to the Northeast, and they'll show you how it's done. It can be done. We're not so bad up here. We're not so bad. But hey, you don't have to agree with me. That's never the point.
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it. What we do here is go back, 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 back.